What's up, Aquarius? Welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. I'm glad you're here. Today we're going to be doing a timeless tarot reading for you. So the idea is that whenever you see this reading, that's when it was meant to find you. That being said, don't try to force it, of course. This is just all meant to empower you. So if it doesn't feel right, throw it out. So we're going to start with the Mudra card. That's an oracle card that comes with a hand gesture that you can do just to kind of empower yourself with a message. If you'd like for me to pray for you, if you'd like other Aquarians or cross watchers alike to pray for you as well, simply say hi in the comments section or leave an emoji, something that represents your energy that we can focus on. It's all love and light in this place. We have charisma. You are beautiful. And this is how you do the mudra. It's kind of funky. I think you do this. So you cross your hands so that the backs of your hands can hit each other. And it says, I smile at life's mirror. I see benevolence and beauty. This mudra is good for the back and it stimulates your circulation. Look after yourself and your appearance, Aquarius. Treat yourself with the respect which you deserve and meet your fellow human beings with goodwill, a helpful and positive attitude. Be generous with understanding and sympathetic smiles, and you will find your appeal increases quite on its own. People with charisma are attractive, Aquarius. They and their enthusiasm are infectious. Try this on the inside, and at first, then let the images show on the outside. You will be astonished at the results. Wow, who's stepping out on the town, Aquarius? So we're going to start with the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, asking, what do Aquarians need to know at the time of viewing this video? Please make it clear for my Aquarians. We start with all the cards upright. If they fly in reverse, that's how we read them. And they have to fly for us to read them. What's coming towards our Aquarius? Options, options. For all my single Aquarians, that can be very exciting. Empress card. Yeah, you are looking very good. The Empress card is kind of a celebrity card of the deck, right? I always think of them as like the Aphrodite if it's in a relationship or lovey-dovey context. I always think of them kind of like the Marilyn Monroe card. They get attention. But this can also even signify that something you might be working on, it can start out real small, but it's just going to be growing super abundantly. But we start with the Seven of Cups. This is options, options. All that glitters is not gold. We'll learn this a little bit more about this in a bit. But just generally speaking, it's a good card to remind you of discernment too, but also that you're in the position of being able to be discerning, which is lovely. So it's very abundant so far, basically. Then we have the Judgment card. Because of YouTube, I have to, and their rules, I have to cover up their bodies, their naked bodies. But the Judgment card is leveling up, stepping up into a new kind of position in life. It can be kind of an evolution card, Rise of the Phoenix. It can be, yeah. But oftentimes it's not subtle at all. Oftentimes you are leveling up in a way where you there's a marker point. You can look back at your life after that point and you are different now, or you've changed your situation now. We have that throughout our lives. We have great soundtracks, great albums to kind of mark those, and seasons to mark those, right? Like, oh, I remember when I dated that one person. Oh yeah, I was listening to a lot of Taylor Swift, or whatever it is. That's what creates memories and nostalgia. So we've got these throughout our lives. It looks like you're coming up on one, okay? What a great season for it too. Ooh. Geez, so if I'm not reading romantically, I'm going to give you two versions of your reading, okay? Because I know all of you guys are going through different things, but the energy's the same. So only take it, of course, if it resonates, but this is something passionate landing in your lap. This can be a job offer, but it can also be somebody passionately lusting after you and asking you out on a date, or, doing the deed, who knows? But this is something you want to act on. I mean, if you're feeling equally passionate towards it, you want to act on it, because it's not always going to be there. This is I always liken it to the flame of a match when you strike it against the striker, right? It's this big plume of energy, this flame, and that flame is strong enough to burn down an entire house if you give it the fuel. But if you don't, what happens, right? It goes out. So standing back again, this energy is like action-packed, it's confident, it's exciting. There's some big changes ahead. So now I'm going to go through and I'm going to unpack these. Let's start with all these options. The Seven of Cups. All that glitters is not gold. Why is this card of discernment, daydreams, possibilities coming out for my Aquarius. Oh, some of my Aquarians, it's interesting because I don't have any cards of self-deception or illusionment, but it's almost like I'm reading for Aquarians. I'm a Pisces, okay? And I have a lot of Aquarians friends. And you guys are the best to get in a conversation with. First of all, I could talk to you forever. You're amazing. And so many astrologers are Aquarius. It's amazing. So many astrologers. But all this is going in the direction of what I've observed in a lot of Aquarians is that they are kind of known for kind of their aloofness. I try to copy you guys sometimes when I want to be really cool and impressive, especially if I want to draw in like an Aquarius partner. I kind of act like too cool for school, and it draws them in like a moth to the flame. And I'll tell you why. It's almost like Aquarians. It's like this reverse psychology. Like the more you want something, the more you're like, I don't need you. You know, and it actually works in a lot of cases. So where this is going is I think Aquarius, you know what you want. You know exactly what you want, but there is some sort of setback. There's some sort of hold on it. And so you're looking at all these options, and I don't even know if you care about discernment so much as because you might not even be taking any of those options. It's more about that moment of aloofness. Is actually calculated on an Aquarius part. It's not calculated in a trickster way. No, not in a manipulative way. It's more like it's a discipline to keep my mind open. I refuse to sit here and pine away for one option, even though you kind of know exactly what you want. You have your heart set on one option, but you don't look like it on the outside. You look like you're keeping your options open, basically. And it's because there's been setbacks that perhaps only you know about, Aquarius. But you have a vision. Funny enough, the King of Wands, I always think of it as ruled by Aquarius, even though it's not. It's a fire sign ruler, but he's a visionary. And Aquarians, you are naturally just wired to look at the future. You guys I've never met an Aquarius, and I could be wrong because maybe if you have enough Pisces or Cancer in your chart, you do look back in the past and you're super nostalgic and you can't face the future as easily. But and I know I'm stereotyping, forgiveness for that, but you are naturally wired to look at the future. You're natural astronomers, a lot of you. You guys are futurists and inventors. And so anyway, there's a vision here regarding a partnership. You know what you want, the Five of Swords, but you can't force things through. There has been some kind of setback, some kind of delay. It's too slow going. So it's almost out of discipline that you're like, okay, let's look at all the options. What are all my options? And now we have the celebrity card of the deck, the Abundant Empress. You're looking good, I will tell you that. What is this Empress for my Aquarius? We have two that flipped, so I take them like footnotes if they don't fly. We have making plans. We have the Temperance, which is transforming. But I feel like you're faking somebody out or something. I feel like I don't think you're fully faking yourself out. No, I just think it's almost a discipline. It's almost that wonderful little thing that just Aquarians you have. I really admire it. What's this Empress? What is this Empress? What flew out or what slid out was Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is an energy that can be quite watery. It can be a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. This is where you feel abundance. Now, it's more important than the sign that we attach it to in tarot is the set of characteristics. The Queen of Cups can be male or female, can be anybody in between, but it's somebody who is ruled by their emotions and the emotions of others. They love to make decisions based on their intuition, based on their feelings on something. They're oftentimes creative. They're very nurturing. And their concern is for others oftentimes and how they're doing. This is somebody you can lean on, you can cry, and they're not going to judge you for it. This is somebody who needs to nurture. If they're not nurturing, they're not healthy. You know what I mean? So this is kind of in your abundance sector of the Empress. So let's keep on getting some cards here for my Aquarians. This is going to be an extended, I wasn't quite sure, but this is going to be an extended because it's really powerful. It's a positive and powerful reading, and it's just straight up fun. So we're going to be doing an extended. If you want to follow me over there later on, it's in the description box below. You have to expand that box. I don't know why I'm talking so fast. I guess I'm excited. What's the energy between, so that link will be right there. King of Cups. Okay, so Aquarius, it feels that you have the King and Queen of Cups here. These are a divine partnership. This is a divine couple. This is somebody I'm feeling that you see serious chemistry with. You see serious abundance. And that vision, you can see things working out. You can see how you could be a power couple or a power team. But then we've got this solo card, this independent card. And this is a unique and really cool independent card because she wisely invests in herself. She can make herself, himself, theirselves really happy. They're looking out for themselves. What is this Nine of Pentacles here for? Quiet. Isolating, maybe? Deception going back and forth. And the Death card. What is going on with you? Are you doing that aloof thing, Aquarius, with somebody? It's almost like, bear with me, I have to ask about this guy. Well, take a good look at that guy. Now you'll know why I'm asking about him. This is deception. What are we getting the deception about? Are you standing in your own way? There seems to be a choice here that you're super cloudy on, okay? We've got the Two of Pentacles. We've got the Two of Swords. Just take a look at that, right? This is going back and forth. This is not feeling blinded from which direction you should go in, And there's fear here usually when we get this combination. There's fear. And the good question to ask is, what is this a fear of? What could you possibly be giving up if you make a choice here? And so it seems that you're choosing yourself. But it does feel that I feel like you want to make movement. You want to kind of settle in a place, to be or not to be, right? But what I like here is that you are getting the Hermit card, which is asking, going in deep enough to actually be honest with yourself. Some of you guys are asking whether or not you should be in this relationship. Some of you guys are asking, will I lose a sense of myself if I do give in to this relationship? Some of you guys are, I see the abundance being in the sector of this relationship, of this divine partnership. Otherwise, they wouldn't come out as Queen and King of Cups. They're bonded. This is where it's absolutely abundant. But then you got this independent side that is like, throwing the kink in the works. This is why you're getting the hanged man upside down. It came out this way. So this is the setback, and it's really your relationship with your independence. So you're asking the good questions. You're not scared to go deep, but there's something you got to let go of here. And I think that you're feeling it's this death, right? And I think it has something to do with like being fearful that you're going to be letting go of a side of yourself that you won't be able to get back. That it is really scary, especially when we meet somebody. It's equally as exciting as it is scary when we have somebody in our lives who we have a deep love or care for. And it can be a child, it can be a romantic partner, but either way, the simple act of caring so deeply for somebody is, in a way, a death to a side of oneself, right? But does it have to be that way, right? We're going to be getting into that. We have this this beautiful trumpet call of the judgment call. This is where we're getting that leveling up. And remember when I talked about seasons, and sometimes albums go along with that, and music and nostalgia is created by these seasons in life. This is a season where you are leveling up in life, and you'll be looking back and you'll be like, yep, that was that stage. What's funny though, it's hitting me hard right now, is sometimes, Aquarius, when you look back at stages that you thought were really fruitful or successful, when we look back at those with a different perspective that the future gives us, we realize, oh, I was actually like really lonely during that period of time. I didn't realize how lonely I was. Or, wow, actually, I really had it good during that period of time, you know? So I'm not telling you what this is. I'm just telling you, prepare yourself. You can sometimes be surprised. Hindsight is 2020. So let's talk about that. What's this Judgment card from Aquarius? Tower card, something, an event that you don't have a control over, but it is life-altering. And these events, they're divine. Whether it's a twisted ankle or a sudden promotion, or suddenly fall in love, or being evicted. These are divine moments where the universe steps in and they reroute you. Because when you look back and you walk back all the events, sometimes to something really, really good that happened to you, you can come down to something so small, you know, or so large. What is this? Tower card? Woo! God, they're getting violent with me. The Star card, this is a prayer is being answered here. Oh, I like this meaning, especially as a Pisces. Sorry to make so many references to our complementary differences. But I love this, Aquarius. The Star card is ruled by Aquarius. And this is like your prayers being answered. This is being seen. And the classic Rider-Waite-Smith deck is this nude, beautiful woman who is pouring water or pulling water from a pond or the ocean. And there's a grace here, and specifically a hallelujah, a sense of like relief and a gift, and a prayer being answered. And what it is about is coming out of a place of self-preservation, of being protective and pulling things in. It's like it felt like you couldn't maybe afford to be giving. You couldn't afford to open your arms. And that's the Four of Pentacles upside down. This is ironically the Aquarian deck, the Aquarius deck. So you're getting this event, whether it's happened or not, is actually a very good thing, regardless of what it is. And it'll be different for all of you guys. It is the catalyst to this moment. The Judgment card. Look that up. This resurrection, this new phase in life. It's specifically meant to relieve your tightened muscles from doing this, allow you to loosen up, allow you to open your arms, to receive. Freya always comes in during your readings. I swear, all the Aquarius readings that she's jumped into, it's amazing. And then we have this passionate offer. I love this reading so much for you guys. It's just so cool. Such a cool reading. Nine of Pentacles came back out. Remember her? She's that, I got this. I'm fine on my own. I'm fine. Upside down. This is totally a relationship reading. Now, this doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, but it is a passion. It could be a passion project, maybe. If this is a passion project, this would be like, it's safe. It's safe to step into humanitarian work, or it's safe to, you're not going to get depleted in this area. Like, go ahead, start this project. Okay. So to be fair, I want to give you both versions of the reading, but this is like, I don't have to be so intensely independent. What am I robbing myself of when I'm like this all the time? What could I possibly receive if I open up my arms? It's happening. It's happening. Here it go. Page of Pentacles, growth mindset, Empress. So, Page of Pentacles comes out when we are an apprentice to something. It comes out even when we're learning more about another individual, or we're learning more about ourselves. What it all has in common is a curiosity or a healthy humility. It's the willingness to expand, to grow, to learn. And this is specifically around Empress, where you could be abundant. So it's kind of backing up what I said. If you can pry open your arms of aloofness, like what? I hope you're smiling. I'm such a nerd. What could you embrace? What could you embrace? You've got Empress energy all over here. I'm so excited. I'm going to your extended. If I don't see you there, I hope this is helpful and confirming. And life is some beautiful but gritty business. You might as well take advantage of those beautiful moments. Mwah! Take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Please like and subscribe. Bye.